Hello and welcome to Oud Talks Pens. Today I will be reviewing the Diplomat Viper. This is the green color. I see that it comes up more blue in my cell phone camera, but it is a lovely emerald green color. I really like the shining details, which sort of remind me of sheening inks. And of course it has the Diplomat logo on top. I find this clip to be quite elegant. I prefer clipless pens if I am completely honest, but this one doesn't take up a lot of space. It acts more like a roll stop than an actual clip. It is a functional clip. I'm not claiming anything else, but I feel like it's less in the way than a lot of other clips. This is a magnetic capping pen. Very satisfying capping mechanism that's difficult to not make into a fidget toy in meetings, but yeah, really satisfying to use. I first ordered a black one and then this was released, so I immediately emailed the store that I ordered it from, called Pens, and said that I would rather have a green one if possible, and they made that happen, which I'm really happy about. I've always had the best customer service from called Pens. These fountain pens only come with medium to fine nibs or fine to medium nibs. It's a hooded nib. I think it's very elegant. And the pen body, as well as the cap, is made of metal. The pen with the cap weighs 30.2 grams, and without the cap it's 22 grams, which I find to be a comfortable weight. The grip section, at the point where I hold it, in the middle, is 10.3 millimeters, and the girth of the pen, measured at the widest point, is 12 millimeters. I would say that the nib size is more like a fine than a medium, but I am not complaining. I bought this pen for quick notes in meetings or in client sessions, and it has a good ink flow, and the fact that it isn't very broad makes it practical. The ink dries quicker. This is inked up with Robert Oster Deep Sea. A lovely dark green ink. It does barely write in reverse, but I wouldn't use it for that. It has a medium leaning on dryish ink flow, but this is not the wettest ink I own either. I think the design of this is really great. I love the way it looks. I think it's really modern, beautiful. It looks a lot like the Parker 51 and other models, but I don't really mind. The guilloche pattern is great, and it does remind me a little bit of a snake, which for me is a positive connotation. And it writes well. It's comfortable to write with, as I mentioned, and I find it practical that it's a cartridge converter, so you can use the cartridge, the converter that I believe it came with, if I am not misremembering. I am not sure if it came with a converter, but you can use a converter or standard international cartridges, which are easy to get. And all in all, I would recommend this pen if you are interested in a pen of this size and with the different functions that it has. it's very similar in size to the Lamy All-Star, slightly thinner. Excuse me, the Lamy 2000. And here it is with the Lamy All-Star. I wish I had my Parker 51 here so you could see that in comparison, but I don't. Yeah, the magnetic capping makes it stick to other pens and different metal objects, but it's not a big hassle in everyday life or use. Yeah. So there you have the 3 different nibs. So I'm glad I waited for the green color. The blue and the black one looked really good as well. And if they make a purple one, I might buy another one. But so far I'm really happy with the green one. I think my only complaint is that it has a tendency to dry out. It's one of the pens I own which dry out the fastest, and that is quite annoying. But it doesn't take a lot to prime it again and get it going, and then it works fine. So for those of us who have a lot of pens inked up at one time, it might not be as practical, but it's easy to fix the slight drying out issue. And it's do you want something that has a magnetic capping mechanism that's quick to cap and uncap and is really satisfying to use? Or do you want a pen that stays ready to write at a moment's notice? I think sometimes we do have to make that choice. And even though it does dry out easily, I am satisfied with this pen. So that sums up what I had to say about the Diplomat Viper. I hope you enjoyed watching this review, found it interesting. Please leave a like or add a comment if you have a question or something to add. And I hope to see you in my next review. Thank you for watching. Bye.